Hi, I'm Josh Ross.
And this is Rick Renson, broadcasting at the Century 21 Advantage Gold Studios.
Episode 4, Becoming the Goat Happy Hour.
In this episode, we're going to be talking to Giovanni.
Oh yeah, Giovanni? What does he do?
He owns Mastermind Materials. He makes his own clothing.
Clothes.
Markets it, sells it, produces the whole deal.
Clothes. Yep. Fashion. I like fashion.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So, let's bring them in. And before we do all that, let's see what our guest chose for us today. Our guest chooses Crown Royal. Crown Royal is a blended Canadian whiskey made from a mixture of corn, barley, and rye. Each one of them ingredients are distilled and matured separately. Crown Royal, also known as Seagram's Crown Royal, was created by Seagram's and has been owned by Diego since 2000. All right, let's bring them in. Let's get into Crown. Giovanni. It is my favorite.
Your mic is hot. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Yo, thanks. First of all, I want to say thank you for inviting me up here.
Oh, thanks for doing it, brother.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's a pleasure. I'm excited, man.
Yeah, just hanging out before the show was fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Our little photo shoot.
Yeah, but what we're going to get into is...
Snap.
Yes, sir. My favorite.
Yes, sir.
I've yet to do an interview sober. Let's get this done.
Let's go.
Do it.
So, yeah, Crown Royal is definitely one of my favorites. It's, top tier.
Yeah.
And I just like brown, bro. Like, brown is good. Yeah. Vodka's cool and all that, but brown liquor is the way to go.
Well, I know Josh is happy. It's his favorite of all time.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. We got something in common.
We got that down right away. Get that out of the way. Here you are, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Not a problem.
All right, let's cheers.
Salud.
I already know what this is. Let's go.
All right, real quick, I want to say a quick cheers, man.
Absolutely.
To many more of these.
For sure.
To success on both ends of the spectrum, and to Crown Royal.
Crown Royal, baby.
Very good.
I'm with it. I'll drink to that for sure.
Yep, they don't disappoint. Nope. Same as always.
He never does.
Oh, I love that, man. Smooth and mapley.
Yes, sir.
Is that a word?
Yeah, it works for me.
There we go.
It's very Canadian. I like it. Let's go.
Okay, so you got to give us a rating.
Ooh.
1 to 10.
I'm going 10, man. Crown, like I said, Crown's my favorite, so.
Well, I'm going to have to give it a... damn right, a 10. There's no other number to give it. If you don't give it a 10, I'm kicking you into junk.
Wait, if I don't give it a 10 right now?
Absolutely.
Am I getting kicked off? It's just going to be you and Giovanni?
I'm going to cut the mic and be like, hey, buddy, you want to go to the bar? Let's go. We're out of here.
Put him up.
I'm scared. I'm doing an 11.
There you go. You say salute.
Salute.
So we'll go 10s all around. Crown Royal.
Yes, sir.
Winning.
And I'm going to mix mine with a
Oh.
little ginger ale. We have
There
ginger
he
ale,
goes,
whatever,
folks.
mix it.
There he goes.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
Got to cut it a little bit.
Because we want this interview to go smoothly.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Yeah. When the cameras stop rolling, I'll do a couple shots.
There you go.
Just like off camera, I'm good to go.
All right, well, let's get into a little bit of what you do, man.
Okay. What you want to know?
All right, talk about Mastermind.
All right, cool. Welcome, everybody. My name is Giovanni, also known as That Boy Classic. I also do music, too. Mastermind was created as a clothing brand from my musical endeavors. It actually became a full-fledged brand in 2019. But it was actually I started doing shows at World Cafe, a lot of shows in Philly, some shows in New York. And I told the guys here before when we first started talking about this podcast, but we're going to touch on it again. I actually was doing shows all over the city, and I had, after the performance, I would have a merch table. So we set up the merch table, and I had, different things from the album. I would have the album there, and then I had a few pieces kind of pertaining to the album. So some hoodies, some T-shirts. And I started realizing I would sell maybe 20, 30 tickets to the show, and I would sell, man, my whole merch table would sell out at the end of the performance. So after a while of that, I was like, yo, I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah. Right.
What was the name? I mean, what was your name, stage name?
Stage name? Well, I go by That Boy Classic. So Boy is a way of saying like boy or guy in Philly, BOL. So it's like Boy.
We're Philly boys. We know.
That boy,
that boy.
So you found that like the merch table was doing better than the ticket sales, and then you had like almost like an epiphany.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. It was like an epiphany. It was like I will perform, and I love performing. I still to this day love performing. But it got to a point where I'm like, damn, man, I'm doing 500 or $1,000 a night in merch when I'm only making like maybe $200 from ticket sales. You know what I mean? So it was a you know, like.
So when you wanted to make that switch, what did that look like? What was your first thought? Like, how do I transition into this? Did you have help?
It was actually kind of painful. You know what I mean? Watching one dream kind of deteriorate and then another one blossom. So it was kind of a gift and a curse in a sense, because I'm like, damn, man, like I've been doing music for so long,
Right.
To kind of have it feel like it's not bearing fruit in a sense.
Yeah.
And then, but it was also, like you said, an epiphany in a sense, because I'm like, oh, wow, well, here's another whole business model right in front of me. You know what I mean? So maybe after years of doing the music, I haven't really reached the pinnacle or the success that I'm looking to reach. But this is something where I see growth and potential. So that's where we went.
Did you form an LLC?
Not at first. So for a long time, I was just doing it off the cuff, kind of just using my creative ability and just having fun with the clothing, making clothing, kind of just selling stuff, you know, out the trunk, basically. And then a friend of mine who's really business savvy was like, yo, if you really want to maximize this, you need to incorporate. You need to start an LLC. You need to really put some legal muscle behind what you're doing.
Right, and how important is that when you're coming up and you don't know to have somebody like that?
That's very important. Yeah, mentors. Yo, listen, guys, everybody listening, mentors are very important, man. Like, I'm one of those people who feel I can do anything, but we all have to come to a place where it's important to have help. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do everything by yourself. It's important to have guidance, and it's important to have a mentor. So if you are looking or aspiring to do anything, reach out to people. There's so many avenues out here where you can contact mentors, business mentors, whatever you're looking to do. There's somebody out there that can kind of coach you and help you through it.
Right, and you may get discouraged right away, right? Somebody might say, I'm not helping you. You're going to do what I'm doing, take away from my business.
Yeah.
But then you have good people out there that want to see everybody succeed.
Yeah, that's a fact. I've actually dealt with both. You know, I've dealt with people like, nah, man, you're going to be immediate competition for what I'm doing. But just keep looking. If you're passionate enough about something, you're going to make a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And there's always somebody out there to help. Like me, I'm one of those people that will help. You can call me. You know what I'm saying? You can reach out to me.
All right, we're going to give out your website and information.
Sure.
They're going to call.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm here, man. I'm here to help.
Why not?
Right.
So your mentor, where did he stop, and then you started like kind of growing without his mentorship?
That's a good question. I mean, he's still there. You know what I mean?
He's still helping. Yeah,
he's
awesome.
and that's rare, because a lot of people sometimes are so busy they won't take the time. But he's one of those people I can continuously, even to this day, kind of still reach out to, and just be like, yo, I'm having issues with this and that, and then he'll kind of point. Even if he doesn't have the time, he'll at least point me in the right direction to kind of find it on my own.
Yeah. So the material that doesn't just happen out of thin air. Where did you go to get that? How did you contact vendors and negotiate, and how's that work?
Okay, so for my brand, so anybody looking to start any kind of clothing brand or any kind of manufacturing process, it's like a tiered approach, if you want to look at it that way. So for me, because I make clothing, other people make different things. But for clothing, there's vendors in the United States you can use, which is probably the best way to go because shipping times are great. Prices are usually pretty great. Like I have vendors that are local, and then they will be called blank vendors. So if you're making clothing, you want to buy blanks. So you want to buy blank hoodies, or you want to buy blank pants, blank hats, and then you can kind of just do your own thing on those things. So the best advice I would I guess recommend for people trying to get into this business is just Google wholesale vending, right, or wholesale clothing vendors, warehouses in your local area. So you can put in like your zip code, wholesale vendors, boom, and it should all pop
pops
up.
For you.
How do you test quality? Like, because obviously, like you want to go with the best price because you want to make a profit, but you don't want the quality to.
Yeah, is that like a shot in the dark, or just crossing your fingers hoping it is what it says it is?
Yeah, it's kind of a learning process. Like you have to. All right. So anybody who's looking to get into clothing, your best. So you have your tiers with that as well. Gildan is probably your lower tier. Your cheaper cottons, your cheaper whatever. And then you kind of work your way up to, let's see, a good one. Like your Hanes is really good. Your next level is probably even a step above Hanes. And then you have like your Sun Tea stuff. Like there's so many different
to choose from.
Yeah. So once you find a vendor, really just kind of buy one of each piece in the different qualities, or I guess the different brands, and then just wear it, wash it.
Right, see how it is.
Yeah, kind of see how it wears for you. Right. So once you do that, and that's a process that I myself kind of had to learn. Like, you know, you wear it, you print it, and then you wash it a few times.
Right.
Because you don't want to make something for your customer and then have them wash it and then wear it a few times and then not.
Yeah, the whole print came off, sir.
Right.
I put it on try, and next thing you know, it's gone.
And you know what's crazy? As being new to this game, I've dealt with that. You know, a few times.
So you run into those bumps in the road and everything like that.
And that's part of the learning process with anything. You have to learn how to make your product stand out, withstand the test of time.
So talking about that, now you have your blanks. You worked all that out.
Right.
And now you got to figure out design, right? You got to stand out. Mm-hmm. So walk us through that process for you.
Well, me, I design everything in-house. Every now and again, and I'm actually looking, guys. So any of you guys who are graphic designers, you want to work with Mastermind Material, listen, we have products all over the world. We have products in Africa. We have products in Europe. We have products in Australia, Canada, everywhere. So we're building, we're growing, but we need more hungry professionals to kind of help us get to the next level. I'm only one man. I have a small team, and I'm looking for anybody who's passionate and wants to kind of join our movement and help us catapult to the next level.
And then that website is mastermind, MASTAMYN.com, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's how they would be able to reach you?
Yes, sir. That? You can just email us. You can send us a email.
Do you have an email?
Yeah, the email's right on the website, but it's mastermindmusicbiz.com. So send us an email. You can send us a short bio and portfolio, some of your work, and we'll definitely get back in contact with you. But yeah, to answer your question, when it comes to the designs, I do a lot of that stuff in-house. And then actually my brother is one of my head designers, Dylan. Much love, Dylan. He's one of my head designers.
He's good?
Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah, he's real good.
He's happy with him.
Yeah, there you go.
He's
You
happy.
haven't fired him, right?
Yeah, right.
He's still there.
Yeah, he's still here. He's still under the wing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of stuff I do, and then I'll outsource every now and again if it's something that I can't handle in-house.
Okay. So right now, what do you think is your most popular design?
Ooh, the big one.
Well, this one right here, actually.
I actually like that one a lot.
Is a huge one. This is actually a Tupac hoodie I did. So this was a capsule piece. And for those who are unfamiliar with a capsule piece is, it's basically like a time capsule piece.
Right.
So when you'll see other brands say it too. They'll say, "Yo, we're dropping a capsule piece at 8:00." Da da da. And some brands will even like say this is Tupac. So some brands might drop it on the day he was born or the day he passed, and that's what makes it a capsule piece. So you're taking an element from a time period previous and bringing it into the current. Right?
Oh, cool.
So we only did 7 of these. So these were like exclusive, right? So I charged $125 per hoodie because there was only 7.
Who got the other 6? Who
Hey
got the other 6?
Well, I had one and then I had
You had to sell 6.
Right,
Keep
right.
fucking one, bro.
well, I had one and then I had 7 to sell, right? So there was 8 total.
8, okay.
Yeah, but 7 were going to everybody else. But we sold out. And it wasn't popular in quantity, but it was popular in demand. Like as soon as I dropped like the thumbnails of the image, after I made the first one, everybody's like, "Yo, bro, I want it. I don't care how much it costs.
Yeah.
I want it." And that's one thing you guys as designers and anybody looking to kind of get into the clothing game can do. You can be creative, you can be sporadic, you can just tap into so much. You can use your creativity and just really upsell your brand.
It sounds like a creative space. Now, do you think that demand is a good way to go every once in a while for brand awareness, right?
Okay.
So you think about it like you had that exclusive thing. They had to come to you for it, and there was only so many of that. Like just creating that is pretty smart, right? Mm-hmm. So where'd you get the idea for that?
Actually from other brands.
Yeah.
Like, you always want to be learning. That's one thing about Mastermind. Mastermind means to be a master of your mind, to create your own legacy, to be a master of what you love to do, right? So it also means to always be learning. Like we don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? Some people, we act like we know everything, but we don't.
No, I know
Like
everything. I know everything.
This guy right here, all the time, he knows everything.
And I'm guilty of it too. Like sometimes, because when you smart, and you do feel like you know a lot of stuff. But we have to kind of, in a sense, humble ourselves and realize when we need help and when we need to tap and pull from other places. So I actually, going back to what we were talking about, I actually saw a capsule drop with another brand that I admire and kind of look up to and stuff like that. So I'm like, damn, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't I do that?
Yeah.
Right.
I love Tupac. I love what he stood for. I love the type of artist that he was, and I hold him, in high regard on a pedestal.
What does Tupac mean to you?
See, Tupac is different. Even now, 20, almost 30 years after his passing, he's still relevant.
Yeah.
And he's one of those artists that, I think he might be the only artist that's still relevant like that, to where people still talk about him. Young kids that are coming up now that have no idea who he is know who he is.
Right.
But he means a lot to me because not only did he rap and make music for the game, to gain money and create a legacy, but he also uplifted his community in his music. And that's something that is really hard to do, is to be known in the industry and popular in the industry, but also give back to your community in music. Because it's not something that people want to hear. They don't want to hear positivity nowadays, and which is sad.
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
It's not acceptable to the masses, but Tupac found a way not to straddle the line, but he knew how to play both sides. Like he'll drop "Hit 'Em Up" and then he'll drop "Brenda's Got a Baby."
Baby, right?
Yeah,
I love that song.
And it's like, you're doing what you're supposed to do as a rapper and as an artist, but then you're also uplifting the community in music, and to me that's very important.
Yeah. And do you aspire to uplift the community? Do you
Yeah,
have
for sure.
Okay. Tell me about some of your things you're doing or your ideas that you have. Or
Well, in the same vein, the same legacy, that Tupac kind of created, that social activism. Mastermind intends to do the same thing. Like we're looking to, we do it on a small scale now. We've been involved in community drives, community givebacks. We've done stuff for the homeless, but we don't like promote it all the time because
it's just doing a good deed.
Yeah.
sometimes that takes away from it, doesn't
right.
it?
Like
Yeah.
we don't really have to do all that. Like just do it and make sure God sees it and other people see it. And to us, that's what's most important.
Well said.
Yeah, thank you,
Well
man.
said.
But that's the thing. It's like, why aspire to be successful if you can't bring others up with you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's the point of being alone at the top?
One of the things I hate is when somebody does something charitable and then you see it on Facebook or TikTok. Like I seen a video where they gave a homeless man some money,
Right.
and they're filming the whole thing. He doesn't want a camera in his face.
yeah, I agree.
If you're going to be nice and do that kind of thing, do it.
Right.
It's not about
Right.
you.
Right. And
Yeah.
we don't have to, you don't have to publicize that all the time. Like, to me, that's corny. Like, it's really just self-centered, self-indulgent when you do stuff like that. Just do it on like, there shouldn't be a camera there. Just do it on your own accord. Do it out of the kindness of your heart. And somebody one day will blast it for you.
Yeah.
If it's God's intention, if it's the universe's intention for you to get notoriety from it, it will come. But just every day, and that's important to us too, and our brand, is every day do something small. It's the small things that add up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely. Well, I got a very important question.
Okay.
Who's topping me off?
Yeah, right.
I thought you would use your Sprite, you coward.
Thank you, sir.
Not a problem. And honestly, with you saying that, we have to do a cheers to that, man.
Okay.
You said
Yeah.
that, you put that so well.
Thank you, man.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Cheers to that. And
And
definitely.
long term goals, we plan to Mastermind Academy is a huge thing. We plan, those are the short term things I was talking about. We've done a lot of stuff in our community all over the place, but long term, we plan to open up a school for deserving children who may not be able to financially afford some of the academic things that a lot of these private schools are doing, a lot of these schools that have just bigger budgets are doing. So we realize how important education is.
That's something close to your heart?
Yeah, very close to my heart. It's something that I had to deal with coming from an inner city, being a gifted child, being denied access to higher education or education that I thought would be fruitful because we couldn't afford it. So it's something that I dealt with and that I don't want other kids to deal with. So if you're smart, you're working hard, you should have access to everything. So
Absolutely.
Mastermind Academy's coming.
All right.
Hey now.
You can't enroll, Josh. You're too old.
Well, he has a program.
Yeah,
That suits
suits. There you go.
me, you son of a bitch. You don't know what he has.
Right.
You're going to put an age limit on it, right?
See, and he's
right.
feeling me because now he's making that program just for me.
There you go. Hey, we'll fit him in there somehow.
He'll mop the floors.
You're going to school, buddy. Congratulations.
Yes!
Hey,
And we're back.
Oh man, this Crown Royal is all that.
Yes, it is.
go.
It's
So
liquid courage.
It is, liquid courage, yeah. Gets
I
us through
love
the
that.
interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is-
Yeah, if we didn't do that, we wouldn't have a podcast.
There you go.
We are a little too chill. Who farted?
Nothing, so.
I think that was you, Rick.
Yeah,
You smelled it, you
dealt
felt
it.
it.
It was me.
Smelt it, dealt it. It's his mic foam, that dirty bitch. Get a mint, you.
There you go.
So before we were off air, we were talking about government contracts.
Okay.
And you're looking to get into that.
Yeah, that's something that I actually started. In business, this is my advice, and I don't know how pertinent it is to whoever and what stage of business you're in. But in business, you want to be multifaceted. You don't want to just have one thing that you rely on. You want to have multiple streams or multiple ideas, multiple ways of getting it, right? Because business is fickle, right? And one day you could be living large. The next day you can be scrounging for change. It's just the way it is. You have to make sure that one thing you have going well, but you always have an idea to layer that one thing with something else. You know what I mean? You don't want to spread yourself too thin, but you definitely want to make sure you have a couple things going on.
Yeah.
So with government contracting, it's basically a way, if you are a legal business, it's basically a way that you can, a lot of people don't realize the government spends a lot of money on products and services. And for small businesses, especially now, because they made an allotment to give more business to small businesses as opposed to larger corporations. They have billions of dollars set aside to just pay out to small businesses. So now I'm in the process of teaching myself how to garner these contracts with mastermind material where I can provide clothing to troops. I can provide clothing to government agencies that need T-shirts or need hats or need anything.
Would you bid on these?
Yeah, that's what you do. You go into like an online forum, you set up your business, and then you just bid on whatever opportunities they got. So, for instance, I have one bid for Work Ready, which is a youth organization in Philadelphia, and they have like baseball T-shirts. So I'm assuming they're going to do like baseball games or summer league programs for kids. So they need like 2,000 T-shirts. So I bid on that, right? And then I think it's like a $150,000 bid.
Okay.
So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, if you look at it, I provide them with those 2,000 T-shirts, however much that may cost, and you keep the rest. You know, so
you do have to come in under the competition, so it's almost you got to like get that margin right where you're profitable, but not too profitable.
Yeah, I mean, but you still end up being pretty profitable. That's why, fingers crossed, guys. Y'all pray for me. Everybody pray for me. Everybody pray I get this contract because this
Prayer sent.
Right. This will really help my business as a whole. So
then you would be able to put more money into the business
Right.
and grow the brand.
Right, and not only that, it's just it makes your business just. It makes you kind of, if it makes you feel like you're actually doing something when you have an account that you can work all year long. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, it's not just one thing. Like I have so many great customers. Thank you guys. I love y'all. Thank you for shopping Mastermind material, mastermind.com. Remember, I appreciate everybody, the small orders to the large orders. But when it comes to government contracting and having a contract that can feed your family for the whole year, even 2 or 3, there's nothing like it. So
Yeah.
that's our next move.
Takes a lot
For
off
sure.
your plate
Yeah,
and
for
worries
sure.
and everything like that.
For sure.
So is the clothing business or the design business, is it a seasonal thing?
I mean it's all year long, but
It spikes?
yeah, like in any business, like you have your good days, you have your bad days. Business is another. Fickle is probably my favorite word this month.
Yeah, fickle. You use fickle a lot.
Fickle's the word of the day.
This month for sure, I've been using fickle a lot.
The word of the month.
Right. So business is fickle. Like, you have your good days, you have your bad days. Like I was just talking earlier, like around Christmas, amazing. Tax time, amazing. But then it slows down. When you have financial or economic uncertainty, people don't buy as much because they're holding on to what they have because they don't know
what's going to come next.
Right. We got a whole war overseas. Stock markets are going crazy. So it's like, you have to, if you're going to start a business, if you're looking to kind of venture out on your own, always be thinking of the volatility, like the market, like
diversify.
Right. Just be diverse, man. Like, never stay stagnant, never stay in one spot, and never depend on one thing.
Yeah. So with the government contracts, that's almost like a safety net, right? Mm-hmm. So in case, say the economy, which we're kind of scared where that's going right now.
It ain't looking good.
No.
It is not looking good.
The government contracts might still be solid during a bad economy.
Right, because the government spends money, man, and they have to. It's like they get a certain amount of money that's in a pot, basically. It's allotted to them to spend. Nowadays, it's a little more favorable to small businesses because there's been laws that have been passed to make it so small businesses can compete. For so long, it's been big corporations that are just go in and then they'll take whatever they want. They'll take that whole pot for them because they can fulfill the order, but they won't leave anything to the small up-and-coming businesses. So now there's almost a level playing field where smaller businesses like mine and like so many others that kind of drive the country forward, they can now stick their hand in and say, hey, man, let me get a little piece of that.
That's the way it should be.
Right, exactly.
You would think. You would definitely think.
Yeah, so...
we're all not blind to the fact that
Sons
big
of
business
bitches.
takes everything. And,
Right.
But it's good that the government kind of steps in and makes sure you get a little piece.
Yeah, and I think that's fair, man. Like, you have so many people working hard, the moms and pops, people like me, just trying to make a way for their families and build that financial freedom and it doesn't even have to be wealth. It just has to be a level playing field where people feel like if I work hard here, if I bust my ass, if I grind, I can become something and I can leave something to my children. I mean, I have 4 boys, bro. Like, it's important for me to leave something, a legacy, something that I can leave for them when I'm dead and gone. They have something to say. This is what my father built. This is what my father created. Whether they choose to carry on that tradition or they choose to go a totally opposite direction, they still have a legacy that I left.
It's still there for them.
We always want our kids to do better than what we did, but if you give them that starting point where you're at, imagine what they can do.
Exactly.
Right, they can just take off from there,
and that's important. I mean, whole generations have either done well or done poorly because that groundwork wasn't put in previously.
Absolutely. Another important question: who's going to top me off?
Oh. He's asking the tough ones today.
Damn.
Let's see.
And it's like around the same time.
It's like we go 8 bars in a sip.
There you go. my man is on point right now with the Crown Royal.
He knows what it is.
So much, sir.
And you guys are the fans of the Crown Royal,
dude.
right?
I you were killing it, dude. I'm so proud of you.
This might be your new drink, huh?
Yeah, right. Someone's getting an Uber.
Shit, it might be me soon.
I think we all should go halves.
Right?
Yeah, but in all seriousness, we do supply an Uber.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
All right.
So, all right, now this is a really hard question, and take some time to think about it.
Okay.
What was your biggest mistake in this business that kind of set you back? Something people can learn from and don't do this.
That's not what you want to do, sir.
That's a good question. Let me think.
I mean, it didn't have to crush you or
the Jeopardy music, right?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, quick. Here's a quick one right off the top.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Don't give people poor quality stuff.
Okay. So in the beginning, you were worried more about the price point than the quality?
Nah, in the beginning, it was, for me, it was more just not knowing. It was just the ignorance, the lack of knowing. I knew first impressions meant everything, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But it was about not knowing the process of making a quality garment. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I can get a Cricut. Well, this is what everybody's doing. Everybody's like, oh, I got a Cricut. I can start a clothing brand, right?
I'm in.
Yeah. This is everybody's twist, right? Oh, let me go to Michael's and grab a Cricut, and now I got a clothing brand. But it's way deeper.
For the listener, what's a Cricut?
Oh, okay. A Cricut is like a vinyl cutter. So it's like a small machine you could plug up to your computer. You put an image in, like a simple image, or maybe not so simple image. But you can put it in. It'll cut the image out. You peel it and place it and press it, and boom, there you go. You have.
But it's not high quality. It's not.
Nah,
I mean, can't do a lot at a time.
It's good quality. You can do a few at a time if you have the resolve and the work ethic to do it. Excuse me.
No problem.
But you can't just slap an image on a shirt and call it a clothing brand. And I see this so often with so many brands all over the place. You have to have an aim, a vision, and quality is key, man. I've made the mistakes, and I've lost customers from it. I've lost customers from them wanting to support my brand, but me not knowing how important it is to give that first customer or make that first impression. You know,
that quality has to be top notch.
Quality's got to be top notch.
And I will say, you brought me and Josh in a couple shirts. I have mine under.
Mine is on too,
but good quality.
But it was Crown Royal Day. It was Crown Royal Day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Guys,
pop it. Oh, it's 100%. It's 100% on.
This is the most naked you'll ever catch me.
Hey,
mastermind. Now watch yourself.
Wait. Rick just did the Superman unveil. Look,
Hold up. That's what I'm talking about. Look at him. Go ahead, Clark Kent.
There you go.
Look at him go.
Really good fit.
Thank you, man.
Actually, no, I would say that about it for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
great
that's important.
design.
And the sleeves don't stick out, and then weird points. Everything just fits exactly. Because that's why I hate it. Yeah, exactly. There ain't a bunch of weirdness going on.
And you know what, man? For us, like crazy designs, we love them. You know what I'm saying? Like this is
fun.
Yeah, this is something that's like all over the place, crazy. Placement isn't. It's all tore up. It's got that tattered look. But simplicity is key. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Like seriously, when it comes to clothing, one of the things that I can recommend to new clothing designers, once you learn the game, you can experiment, you can play around. But if you love to design clothing, if you love to make clothing for people, if that's something that you want to do, keep it simple, stupid.
I've seen some shirts that look like a bad tattoo.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, like it's like, why do you got the Tasmanian devil over here?
Right.
And then, a ship over here? Like, get a plan. Get a plan and design it.
Have a plan, man. Because
almost feels like a tattoo thing going on. Just randomness.
Shit all over the place. Like, no, I don't want to wear that. But I mean, I get it. Like, I don't know if it's the times now where people just like sporadic clothing designs or stuff that's kind of all over the place.
Right.
But if you look at your top designers, and we won't mention names, we won't give anybody no plugs, but your top designers are simple. Everything they do is simple. It's not too much. It's not overbearing. It's not crazy things all over the place. You do have great designers that do that stuff, and that's something that you guys can experiment with, but simplicity is key in my book.
Okay. And what can somebody do to stand out with their design without going overboard? I know that's like a broad question.
No. I get it though. I can dig it. Just be you, and whatever your brand is. Like Mastermind Material is my brand, right? So we are centered around the potential of the amazing human mind. So you're gonna see brains on our pieces because that's what Mastermind means, is to really tap into your own potential as.
Why don't you show the audience the bag? Yeah,
absolutely. He brought us in stuff, folks. Look at this. We get a nice little bag. Look at that.
Yeah, so this is just a simple thing we have. This is our simple bag. You see the brain on the bag.
Yes, sir.
Keeping it real funky.
I like that.
And then in here we have a few Scullies with
nice.
The brand name Mastermind on there. That's our sticker, Mastermind Material with the brain inside.
Right, into that. Oh,
in the
nice.
Look
at that.
I mean? Keeping it real intellectual over here.
Nice. I like it.
These are our Candyland beanies. So obviously,
the writing. Look at that.
Yeah, we call
look
them.
at that.
We call them Candyland.
Oh yeah.
See how it's like the candy line? Yeah. Let's get it in the camera.
Yeah. That might be too close. If it's blurry, folks, we apologize. But
sorry, folks.
Yeah.
And then
we'll get it on the website.
So he's got the beanie, and then this is the Candyland T-shirt.
Oh, look at that. That is sharp.
Right. So that's the matching T-shirt for the beanie, right?
Sorry about the glare if there is.
And then what we like to do is we like to take pop culture and kind of add an intellectual spin to it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Find the wisdom.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Or just find exactly the wisdom in something that's people can kind of relate to. You know what I
Right.
mean? Or find the thinking point in whatever it is. So if it's something simple, we try to find whatever creative spin or whatever knowledgeable or something that's knowledgeable that the people can kind of
Relate to and
just think about, you know?
Absolutely.
The deeper meaning
Meaning
of
of
it.
it. Right.
So yeah, a couple T-shirts here. You know, this is a vinyl print. These are for, this is a women's large T-shirt that we did, and women love flowers. Even
Absolutely. I see it in the writing. That is
even
awesome.
on T-shirts. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I can get away with that Valentine's Day.
You're damn right I will get away with it. I'll sell the shit out of that.
I'll take 10 of them.
Yeah. I got you Candyland and flower print.
There you go.
What do you want?
I love you, baby.
Exactly.
Well, you get her the flowers and then the flower T-shirt.
T-shirt, right.
Yeah.
This actually was one of our top sellers. This is the Money on My Mind logo.
That's fresh.
Yeah.
I like
like
that.
that.
So this
I
was
like
a
that
big
a lot.
seller. Just because it's simple. Simplicity, guys.
How come you didn't give me that one?
You
Yeah,
want
right,
this one?
right. I got no. Hold on. What size is this? I got shoes this color. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know if I had the size for you.
Oh, that's
see,
harsh. That's
see,
mean.
Yeah. Thanks.
He's
just a widow guy.
Now, this is awesome. Did you
Thank
get
you,
a
man.
picture of that on the camera?
I will. I'll get it on the site. Don't worry.
Get it on the site?
Yeah.
All right.
Because I just don't know how the glare is coming across.
Yeah.
Got it?
That shit is fresh.
Thank you, man. So we actually had, that's another top seller. You guys were asking about the top sellers earlier.
Right.
This was a huge one because it's so simple. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. Like you were saying, right.
And everybody aspires to make money and be successful. So it was one of those things where we put this logo real big on a hoodie, and then we
Right.
had sweatpants that had this logo real small. on
Like by the
side.
pocket or something like that,
yep,
right.
Yep. So they sold out.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, we
And
got
then
that on
put-
our mind.
Yeah, right. We put
We
Money
need to
on
buy
My
it.
Mind on the back, and it was like, boom, they sold out crazy.
Lights out. We got it.
Very
Let's
nice
go.
stuff.
So this is just like, stuff we have kind of laying around.
I love it.
And like I said, the T-shirts are super thick. They're just good quality T-shirts.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I
Thank
put it on.
you.
Like, this is for real. All right.
Thank you. Yeah, it's important. Like I want people
It
to
wasn't
be-
like this guy was at his house, bought a pack of
Yeah.
white tees and sitting there printing shit on the
Yeah,
corner.
yeah.
Like, hey,
Hold on, what was that thing you said?
slapping it on. you know?
What was the
cricket, the cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cricket.
Yeah, you didn't hand us no cricket bullshit.
Right, there you go. Nah,
this
it's all
is
good
on there,
stuff.
folks.
Well, listen, some of this, listen, all right, check it out.
You gotta break it down.
This right here is cricket,
Okay.
right? I ain't gonna front like I don't use the cricket. I still use the cricket.
He's like, I'm not hating on this cricket, bro.
right, but you got to learn,
When to use it, when not.
right? And the great thing about having a business or just having something that you're passionate about, and this is why Mastermind is so important, is because you're learning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I tell my
absolutely, yes.
boys, like every day be learning. Even my youngest son, I'm like, what you learned new today? Tell me what you learned new. Because
Run it back.
even when we're like 60, 70 years old, you're still going to be learning something. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Absolutely.
So I think it's so vital to be learning. So in fashion, in this brand stuff, I'm still learning. I'm learning how to put vinyl on top of this, on top of screen print, on top of DTG. And DTG is direct to garment, so it's a specific type of print. So you'll learn all that once you start kind of getting into the business,
Awesome, man. I love the product. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he came in.
You're just happy you brought Crown Royal.
Well, that's the main reason, but I still love the product.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I
I
really
really
do.
appreciate that. And
Yeah, it's a solid product. We don't promote here unless it's solid.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
thank you, man. And like I said, it's my pleasure being here. I thank you guys for having me here.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you ain't done. You got more interview and a game show.
Let's go. Let's
I
go.
know, bro. Look
Last
at you.
one here. I wanted to present. This is our Bright Idea tee.
Another good one. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that one.
Real simple. Just it has the brain in the light bulb here.
Turn your lights on, folks.
Yeah, basically because when you have a thought, you have an idea. They call it a bright
idea,
The
right.
light
So
bulb
go
goes
for
off.
it.
Right. So we did this in multiple colors, and they sold really well. Just a real simple design, and just something you can wear just to kind of show off and stuff.
Yo, I'm with it. I'm with it, brother.
So, back to the business end of it.
Okay.
So, did you form your LLC on your own, or did you get a lawyer?
No, I actually used a company in Philly. Shout out CGM Philly, Common Ground Management.
Okay. Do they specialize in doing LLCs?
Yes, they specialize in forming LLCs, trademarks. They even have lawyers that can help you get money for your business, funding for your business, all that good stuff.
So ballpark it for the people out there trying to form an LLC. What is the cost start to finish? You're in your LLC. Now I know you got to get an IDN number. Is it an IDN number?
EIN number.
EIN number.
Sir. Not that.
I'm going to shut up and drink.
You better add a little more Sprite there.
Yeah, give us the start to finish cost. What you think it would be ballpark it.
Oh man, listen, $300. Some of y'all spend more on clothing and bullshit than that, man. Take $300 if you're serious about your business, right? And you want to be serious about your business, you want to form your business because there's so much funding and money out there for you if you are LLC, as opposed to just kind of doing it off the cuff, right? So I contacted CGM, Common Ground Management. You can find them on Instagram. Great people there. They're very helpful. They're very knowledgeable. They've been doing it for a very long time. And it's a painless process. $300 to get you LLC. All your documentation will be filed through the state.
That's a really good price.
Yeah,
That's what I was just thinking.
And listen,
I have an LLC, and I did it myself, and it was almost close to that number.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, you could do it yourself, and it may be a little cheaper, but my thing is, like, I had no clue what I had to do, right? Mm-hmm. I had an inkling of what I was supposed to do. Right. But I wanted it to be done properly. Yeah. Right?
You want to form it the right way, especially in the beginning. That's what matters. You don't want to have to restructure when you got a name tied in and your taxes tied in.
And it's business. So it's like you got to play business right. You can't just play business. You can't just play business. You got to do business. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So my thing was, it's like, all right, I want this to be done professionally. I want it to be done right. So that way my business can be taken seriously. You know, from any onlooker looking into my business, say, okay, well, this is a legitimate business. So, long story short, I went to CGM. They took care of me. I got all the documentation back, maybe same day or next day, and everything was filed through the state properly.
And the tax benefits of an LLC,
yeah, for sure,
like
for sure.
to separate you from your entity.
Yep.
So you might have a job where you're making X amount of dollars, and the LLC has making this much dollars. If you don't form the LLC, it's counted as your income, and you fall into a higher tax bracket.
Look at you knowing things. Jesus,
that's a smart guy. Right
It's not smart. It's just because he had ginger ale in his shit.
What just happened? I blacked out. Did I say something?
No, but he's right though. But he's right, y'all. Everybody out there listening, like, he's right. The LLC separates you from your business, right? Mm-hmm. Not only do you get amazing tax write-offs, right? So you can write off dinner with your fiance.
That's always nice.
Call it a business meeting. We won't tell the IRS that, but that's the facts, right?
Don't watch.
Yeah. Listen, because if your fiance or your wife works for you or they help you, that is a business
are you saying
meeting.
If you cheat, you could be like, it was the LLC, not me? Because that don't work.
And you definitely can't say that on air.
Yeah, I ain't saying that, baby.
You didn't say that. She's probably listening. No, he didn't say that.
I ain't say that.
I think Josh said that for sure.
I definitely said that. That's what I said. Right. Well, I'm just giving you another road to go down.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm doing.
You don't want to go down that road. Don't go down that road.
But
and that's why I don't do my own shirts.
There you go. But he's right. Like, you can separate the two. So you get amazing tax write-offs. And not only that, if for some reason, God forbid, somebody sues you, they can't sue your personal assets. They can only sue your
the business. Okay.
Right.
So it definitely, you know, and if you have money in your personal account, money in your business account, which you should, everything that's in your personal account is safe.
Right. Yeah. It helps you separate, too, because you're going to have expenses in the business's name, and you don't want to just go out. You're at a business dinner.
Right.
You don't want to use your personal card. You want to have records. You have to have records at tax time. You want to tie it all to the LLC.
Yep. And another thing, too, him saying that kind of just made me think, if you're going to start a business, have a business bank account. So I have a bank account, Mastermind Material LLC. I funnel all my business transactions through Mastermind Material LLC. Like, you want to do that. Because not only does it separate, you know, your personal finances from your business finances, but when it comes to COVID, when it comes to all all this money they were giving out to small businesses from COVID or from the effects of COVID. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what can happen. Any kind of natural disasters, if COVID's going to rear its ugly head again. There was so much money out there for small business.
And that's a great point right there, because you could have gotten the personal thing, that the personal, what was it, the stimulus that they gave us during COVID?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you can get the small business too at the same time, so you're benefiting twice. There was some stipulations with it, right? You have to spend like 70% on payroll and all that stuff.
Well, that was the PPP.
That was the PPP.
Yeah. So your PPP had to be strictly. So if you have employees, your PPP was for payroll, right? But then they also had COVID economic relief.
Hey, don't forget. Wait. Hey,
it's over here. Important question.
Yo, this Crown Royal is almost gone, y'all. Y'all can see.
And I'm out of mixers almost, so it's going to get real wild.
Wait until the game show.
Yes, sir. So yeah, listen, long story short, guys, if you want to work for yourself, if that's a decision, if you don't want to work for somebody else, if you've made the decision that you want to start your own business, do it right. Form your LLC. Yeah. There's so much money out there for you. I can actually even help you if you're looking for avenues.
You would take that on if somebody comes?
Yeah, I mean,
he's a man of the community,
right?
Yeah.
And
I'll help you find a house. I can help you find a business. You call him.
I'll show you the building to buy, but I'm not telling you what to do in it.
Yeah, I'll help you as long as it's not like I mean, listen, take into account I got my own business and my own family to worry about.
Time.
Right.
It's about time.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll help you as much as I can. If it becomes time consuming, I got to charge you. Point blank, period. But I don't mind helping. I don't mind pointing you in the right direction and maybe helping you go over some things to get you going.
Get you to the next
if it's
step.
going to take away from your family constantly, then there's got to be a cost to it. But if somebody's
sure.
asking you a question,
time is money.
You'll answer.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
All right.
Damn.
Learned a lot.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I definitely did. Absolutely,
I'm
sir.
Sitting here and all.
I'm enjoying myself. With
Cheers
this.
to always learning.
Hey, no, that's right. That's what this. It should be titled that. Always learning. Never
Yes, sir.
stop. Never
Yes, sir.
stop.
So I think I'm blindsiding you with this. I don't know if I told you. But
You are blind.
Yeah, but I am blind.
He is blind.
Yeah. But we asked all of our guests to come up with an inspirational quote. Did we go over that?
Yes, we did talk about that.
All right.
I actually have a few.
Okay.
Drop it down on us. Put it down.
This is going to be good.
Listen, you're talking to the mastermind right now. You know what I'm saying? I got a
Right.
few. So my
He said,
first
pick
one.
your
about
favorite one.
inspiration.
Pick your favorite
No,
one.
no.
He got him.
I'm actually
I'm
gonna
not
give you
asking
two.
him to pick.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you two, right? So these are my two favorite, right? So the first one is our fitness brand Credo, right? So Mastermind Material, we have a fitness brand, and it's a simple quote: strong mind, strong body. Period.
Okay.
Real simple, right? I'm gonna tell you a quick story about this because I used to work in a hospital. Shout out Einstein Hospital. Shout out St. Christopher's Hospital.
Okay.
But at Einstein, this quote really worked, right? So I had a job where I would go into patient rooms every day, right? And I saw patients that were healthy, just coming in for something simple, and patients with terminal illnesses, right?
So both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, facts. So, the job I did, it wasn't like a critical care job. It wasn't like a doctor. It wasn't like a nurse, something like that. But it was an important job. And I remember going into my patients' rooms, and the patients that were like terminally ill, I would always say strong mind, strong body. Well, just most of the patients, I would always say that.
Yeah.
Because you can tell, you can walk into a room, you can feel the energy, you can tell patients were hurting. You know what I'm saying?
The energy was low.
Yeah,
frail,
mentality was not there. They
Right.
they were giving up, a lot of the times. And I remember two patients specifically that I would always kind of drive this credo home to, right? Strong mind, strong body. Strong mind, strong body. Every day, right? And I remember walking into the one patient's room, and they had a balloon, and it was one of those balloons you can write on, right? So one of their parents or one of their relatives wrote strong mind, strong body on a balloon, right? So I go into the room and I see the balloon. So I don't say anything. I just thought it was a coincidence, right? And the patient wakes up and she looks at me and she goes, "That balloon is for you." Right?
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, well, okay.
That's different, right?
Yeah,
like usually
I'm
the
like-
balloons are for you.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, that's super dope. Because first I was blown away because I didn't know you can write on balloons and shit. I'm like, who invented this shit? Like,
A new avenue
So
to
you
go
can
down.
selling balloons now.
yeah, I need to get down with this,
You
right?
say, yo, we got to get them tanks
Yeah.
over here. We're blowing shit up. Let's go.
So I'm like,
But go
yo,
ahead.
this is amazing. Whoever, I'm like, first my mind was blown because I'm like, who invented this? This is super cool, right? So then I like chill out and I talk to the patient. I'm like, oh, that's so cool, man. Thank you. Thank you for writing that. And then she comes at me and she's like, without you, I would have gave up. But because you come in here every day and you tell me strong mind, strong body, that's something that stuck with me. And when my person came in and asked what I wanted on this balloon, I told them strong mind, strong body.
How can that not be your
That
quote?
is
That's like,
great.
yeah, that's
Yeah, you
luck
don't even
touch.
need to.
Yeah.
That's it. That
Right.
is
That's
wonderful.
one thing that like really stuck with me, man. It's like it doesn't matter, and this is Mastermind too. It doesn't matter where you are in life, what you doing. I don't care if you're a housekeeper, and I've done this. I don't care if you're a housekeeper in a freaking homeless shelter, right? Or you're a housekeeper in a hospital, because I've done that too. You can make a difference. You can make a change. You can.
This is my guy right here. This is my. Sorry to interrupt, but that's my guy right there.
Thank you.
Wow, my man.
But that's Mastermind. It's like, don't ever feel like your presence or what you can do, like you're insignificant. Don't ever feel like you don't matter, because that's false, bro. Like, you matter. The little things you do on a daily basis add up. And I learned that, me personally, I learned that in the hospital working closely with people. The crazy shit is the doctors will come to me and be like, they tell you more than they tell us. You know why?
Because you're relating to them.
Yeah.
Because you're fixing and boosting morale,
you
and
care.
that's so important in them situations.
Facts. And you know
Absolutely.
why? Because the doctors go in there with this arrogance and this they know it all type attitude.
Right.
And I went in there with humility and understanding. And maybe some of our healthcare professionals, doctors and shit, maybe should do more of that. But I say that to say this. You are worthy. You can make a change even in your small little circle. Don't ever feel like you can't.
Yeah.
You know?
That is so well put, my
Hey,
man. Cheers
put
to
'em up.
that,
Thank you.
100%.
That was
Next
well said. That might be
I
my
love
favorite
that. Cheers.
quote.
Yes,
Thank
exactly.
you.
It didn't start out as my favorite quote. I was like, okay, but then once you explain,
It
Gotta
started
bring it
out,
down.
and then
yeah,
he
you
said,
broke
hey.
it down. I was like, that's my favorite quote.
Roller
Thank you,
coaster.
man. Thank you. And it's so simple. Like I said, KISS, man. Keep it simple, stupid. Like, some of the things that we overanalyze are so simple. And if we just looked at them simplistically, we would understand that it's really not that deep. You know?
Yeah.
So you got a second quote?
Yeah, my second quote is actually...
I don't even know if I want to hear it because that first one was so tough.
Yeah, you should have.
That
You
first
should have
one is
ended with
so
the first
good.
one.
All right, leave it.
No,
leave it.
yeah, leave. No,
I gotta hear it.
It has it back.
It better
for
be good.
shits,
Yeah.
For the shits, but the
I don't
first
listen.
one is what counted, folks.
If it ain't as good, I'm gonna shit on you.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. We'll take a shit all over it. All right, listen.
Go.
So the second one is the Tupac quote. Right?
Okay.
And it's actually on this hoodie. It says...
Let's go with the cricket.
It says,
Right now, it's the cricket sleeve.
it says it's from his song "Mama's Just a Little Girl," and it's you see, you wouldn't ask why the rose that grew from concrete had damaged petals. On the contrary, we would all celebrate his tenacity. We would all love his will to reach the sun. Well, we are the roses. This is the concrete, and these are my damaged petals. Don't ask me why. Ask me how. Thank God. Right?
Very nice.
So, just to quickly break that down, is like I don't know where you are in life, right? Whoever's listening, but we all come from something that may not be perfect. But through all of that, you can blossom. You know what I'm saying? The rose from the concrete. That's one thing. That's why Tupac is my favorite, because of how he can break things down and the power he had in his voice, saying that regardless of where you come from, you can still bloom, you can still shine, you can still create, you can still manifest. You know understand what I'm saying? So it don't matter if you're a rose coming out of the concrete gravel, you can still be beautiful. You can still show something. You can still produce something for the world. So I guess they both kind of tie in. You understand?
Absolutely, yeah.
It was a good second quote too.
This guy doesn't stop. He doesn't stop. That's why he's the mastermind.
You should just start your own podcast called Quotes.
There you go.
I do believe they're called memes, and you can kill it. You would slay it.
Oh wait, I got one better. Y'all could just have
my God, he's going on.
You're going to give it to us?
Y'all could just have me come up like every week, and we can drop a new quote.
That is it.
I can have my own segment.
You're going to give the guest the quotes every week.
Yeah, you're going to be the quote guy? Just come in like...
I'll come in like this with like a whole...
The whole thing.
A whole thing. Like, flowing and everything.
Got the hum John in the back. Nice.
But yeah,
like a couple incense and we're getting it done.
There you go. Hey, listen, man.
No, but that seriously, that was amazing. The first quote and the second. The first one being with the backstory, obviously, is
super dope.
So great.
And that's real life, man. It's
absolutely.
Like, it's you have the potential. That's what mastermind is. It's like, don't let the world, don't let anybody tell you, don't let anybody set limitations on you, man. Like, mastermind is about tapping into your potential. Like, you got it. God gave it to you. Use it.
I'm going to make a prediction. You're going to be successful just because the mindset.
Thank you.
It is. It's there.
Thank you.
It's not. You're not focused on greed. You're not focused on money. You're focused on doing better. You're for yourself, your family, your community. I think that's what makes the difference.
Same to you. I give that energy.
I can't even believe we got you on here.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
It's awesome.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah.
Honestly, thank you so much. Yeah. I take that energy and I push it right back to y'all too.
And I love it. Oh, hey.
Let me get some.
We're keeping it.
Yeah,
We're keeping it. We're not giving it back. Yeah. What are the other side
I'll
of the
take
fence?
a little bit. Give some back.
We want it all. Keep on.
Yeah.
Nah, keep it coming.
I guess I'm doing the tapping off. Josh is lazy.
I'll have some.
Yeah, well, I guess we will.
First.
Yeah, always.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I tried. It's my favorite. I tried to
Grazie.
get in there. And I guess you're not. Okay, look at you. Oh, look at you. A light pour, because I don't do that ginger ale nonsense.
They gonna have me
That's good.
driving home rapping and shit.
He said we're getting turned up now. Now we're going. We're going hard. All right.
So right now we do a segment. It's a little game show that we usually do. Oh wait,
okay.
What? Did we do?
But before we get into that, we need a word from our sponsor.
Oh, I was gonna get that.
Oh, were you? I didn't.
Goddamn.
Well,
sentence.
the Crown Royal is rushing things. The Crown Royal is here.
No, I appreciate it, Josh. Josh was calling me out.
Yeah, he
I asked him
definitely
to if I
always
forgot.
forgets. Yes.
It's my commercial, and I always forget to run it.
I'm like, well, we got to get you in here, buddy.
Can't forget that.
Yeah, right. Come on, Rick. Focus.
All right, we're gonna run the commercial,
There it is. Yes.
and then we're gonna do a game show.
Here's a word from our sponsor. Hi, this is the part of the show we're going to let you in on a little secret about my co-host, Rick Renson. Rick Renson is a real estate agent with Century 21 Advantage Gold.
Closing costs got you down? Don't want to break the bank to get into your new home? Contact me to talk about how we can get you assistance through programs and grants. Your dream house doesn't have to be a dream. Looking to sell your home? Get a free market evaluation when you contact me and use code GOAT. That's right, completely free. With code GOAT. No obligations, no charges. Call me at 215-806-6766. Again, that's 215-806-6766. Or email me at rick.renson@g21ag.com.
Century 21!
Welcome to Stump the Goat, the game show where our guest has the opportunity to take home a bottle of his favorite beverage. This is a 4-round game. The guest has to get 2 out of 3 answers correct in each round. Viewers at home, please drink responsibly. Here's your host, Josh Ross.
Thank you! Oh, it's another game of Stump the Goat. Oh, man, I know you're ready. I hear it. You sound excited. But is our guest ready to play Stump the Goat? Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's
He
go.
is ready, and he's going, and the crowd's excited. So am I. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into it with round number 1 with pop culture questions. Are you ready to play?
Let's do it.
All right, that's what I like to hear. So with question number 1, what is Lady Gaga's real name? Is it A, Stephanie Reed, B, Stephanie Germanotta, or C...
That's Germanata. You're drunk.
Germanotta! So sorry, we're starting this off crazy, folks. It's Germanotta. So, all right, question. We're going to have to redo that so you can remember this. So let's just start from the gate.
Hey guys, welcome to Stump the Goat, the game show where we're drunk towards the end and things happen.
Yeah.
Let's get right into it with question number 1. Again, what is Lady Gaga's real name? Is it A, Stephanie Reed, Stephanie Germanata?
Yeah. B, Stephanie Germanata.
Right. C, Lisa Reed, or is it D, Lisa Germanata?
Let's go A.
Survey says...
Oh, you don't know your Gaga. You don't know your Gaga.
I don't know my Gaga.
I'm gonna blame it on me and the dumbness I bring to the table. All right, moving on to question number 2. Who is the oldest Kardashian sister? Is it A, Kim, B, Khloe, C, Kourtney, or D, Kendall?
Wait. A what?
A was Kim, B was Khloe, C was Kourtney, and D was Kendall.
I'm gonna say B, Khloe.
Survey says...
You do not know your Kardashians.
Who cares? No. He cares about his community, not T and Z.
Yo, I'm usually good at
This type
trivia.
stuff.
God.
Yeah, this is pop
But I
culture.
don't know
It
my
sucks.
Kardashians,
Wait.
and I don't know.
Wait,
Lady
we got to give the
Gaga.
right answers. Did we give the right answer?
And
Number 1?
yes, the correct answer would be Kourtney.
Kourtney. Oh.
I don't know who's who in that family. I have no idea.
Kourtney's got a good slap, though. I saw a
Does
video
she?
where she slaps
She slaps him.
shit out of Kim.
Damn! I think I recently seen that myself.
Did Kim duck it, or she got the full slap?
Nah, she got
It
the
was all
whole
5
slap.
fingers to the face.
It was pretty good, too. Kourtney's got a good one,
She
too.
stole the shit out of her.
Kim needs a better duck game. What's
Yeah,
going on?
something. Kim taking it
much.
all to the face. I don't know.
Hey, oh, that's 2 meanings, sir, and I called that.
I think you can get 3 of the 4 Kardashians on that one.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, folks, that's that. So let's move on to question number 3. Which one of these films did not Martin Scorsese direct?
You read the sentence backwards. You're super drunk. Read the sentence again.
Okay, sorry. I'm so goddamn sorry. Which one of these films did Martin Scorsese not direct?
Okay.
Is it A, Taxi Driver, B, Godfather, or C, Goodfellas, or D, Cape Fear?
I would go with D, Cape Fear.
Survey says...
You do not know your pop culture.
I would have said the same because it wasn't a monster movie. Shit. And that's how I would have thought that the same way. I actually thought you were right.
I'm sorry I'm sucking right now because I'm so good at
You're in pop culture. What's the right answer?
I don't think it's you. I think it's your co-host and your host destroying it for you.
We are reading the questions backwards.
This is
Wait,
so
what's the
crazy.
right answer to that
and
one?
The correct answer
You're
was...
skipping things.
No,
Keep
you're
going
playing
down.
the song way too much. I love it. Okay, the correct answer of that was The Godfather. He did not direct The Godfather.
So he did Taxi, Goodfellas, and Cape Fear. He did not do Godfather.
That's
I think
so
that was
crazy.
Francis
That's
Ford
crazy.
Coppola or something
Was
like
it?
that. No, that might be the writer. I'm not sure.
He has
a good
no
question,
idea. He's
though.
naming people.
That's a good question.
All right, folks. Let's move on to round number 3.
I think it's round number 2.
Oh, shit, it definitely is. That was pop culture. This is a mess. I don't even think we should do this anymore.
Yeah, round 2 is history. How well do you know your history?
Oh, Jesus. I don't even know the question.
Here's your host, Josh Drog.
Hey! Thank you. Settle down. Please give me an Uber.
Wait, I'm going to blame this on the Crown Royal. How
That's
about
what
that?
I'm going to do.
That's what we're all doing.
And it's
by the way.
100% what it is, and we don't need to blame it is. All right, moving on to round number 2. The questions are history questions.
Okay.
Are you ready to play?
I'm ready to play.
Okay, I'm not. But who is the oldest living president of the United States? Is that A, Jimmy Carter, B, Ronald Reagan, C, Bill Clinton, or D, George Bush Sr.?
Give them to again. Give them to again. Give the 4
You
names.
want okay? All right. With the question, or the answers are A, Jimmy Carter, B, Ronald Reagan, C, Bill Clinton, or D, George Bush Sr. Which one's still ticking?
Yeah,
Or the oldest
Yeah.
one's still ticking. Wow, Crown.
Senior just passed not too long ago.
He's
So
out.
he's not the living.
Right.
Was it Ronald Reagan? That little sneaky bastard.
Bill Clinton
All
or
right, so
Jimmy
Reagan, Clinton,
and Jimmy Carter.
and Carter.
Carter. That's what you have left because George Bush Sr. is still painting and doing well. Or Junior, sorry.
I'm going to say Clinton.
Survey says...
Oh, it's Jimmy Carter.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I knew it was Jimmy Carter.
It was sitting there.
Yeah,
it was there.
He's still ticking. He's like in his 90s.
Yo, he's a G.
And he does.
Yes, he is.
You see what he does, like the Habitat for Humanity.
Absolutely.
Jimmy
He
Carter.
cares.
Why didn't I say Jimmy Carter? Yo, guys, listen. If you're listening, don't second guess yourself. Just say what the first thing is.
Pops to your mind. That's what I'm going to do as I read all these next questions. And are you round for question number 3?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, who created the first airplane? Was it Amelia Earhart, B. John Delta, C. Howard Hughes, or D. the Wright brothers?
D, the Wright brothers.
Survey says...
Amazing.
The Crown Royal didn't slip away this time.
Finally, shit.
But this is why we play the game at this point,
It
because
should be,
we're
too.
silly.
We get
Jimmy-
you nice
Jimmy
and
Carter.
drunk before you answer.
Absolutely is what we
It's
do.
their fault, guys. It's their fault.
But we're kind of having a good time. I hope you are at home. But if not, I don't care. I am. So we're moving on to...
Round number 3, which is business. These are all business-related questions.
Okay.
Show me the money. Are
All right,
you
your
ready
host,
to
Joshua.
play? Are you ready to play?
Let's go.
All right, he's ready. Let's get right into it. With question number 1. What year was Uber founded? Was it A, 2009, B, 2012, C, 2007, or D, 2014?
Give them years again.
And the years are A, 2009, B, 2012, C, 2007, and D, 2014.
That's a good
Work
question.
it out. Let's hear the thought process.
When did you stop
So
calling
I think
cabs?
No, that doesn't. No, because Uber was somewhere else. But
Was it?
I feel like I started using Uber maybe in like. I'm not going to give because I'll give away the answer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Uber
What are you
is
doing?
a Philly company, isn't it?
Is it?
I'm not
think
sure.
so.
I don't know, but when did it start?
I would say 2014.
Survey says.
Dang.
I am so sorry. That's when it showed its face in Philly.
That's just a
I don't
guessing game. Nobody knows.
know. Nobody knows.
I honestly had no clue.
Yeah, but
Because we always call Uber when we're drinking. Thank you, folks, and
I'm
you
glad
should
they're
too.
around now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But it's 2009.
Yes, the correct answer is 2009. Sorry, sir.
All right.
All right, too bad for you, but we're moving on to question number 2.
don't go round.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Question number 2 of
I
business.
love it. Okay.
Who is the current CEO of Apple? Is it A, Steve Jobs, B, Bill Gates, C, Jeff Bezos, or D, Tim Cook?
D, Tim Cook.
Survey says...
And he does have an iPhone.
He knows his CEOs. He said, I'm an Apple buyer, so I know this.
I know that one.
All right, moving on to question number 3. What is the most expensive... No?
No. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. That was me.
Ah, look at that. Hold on.
I'm ready to jump in.
Let's take a moment for my co-host to finally skip a beat.
I thought he messed up, and I was going to go in there with the music.
Explain
and
yourself.
Explain it on.
Explain it. Oh, yes. Yeah,
I'm super drunk, and I probably should have called Josh out on that. I'm
Ooh,
sorry.
See how all things go around.
Yes, sir.
All right, moving on to question number 3. Thank you. What is the most expensive stock to buy right now? Is that A, Apple, B, Amazon, C, Berkshire Hathaway, or D, Cable One?
Take it out. Give us your thought process.
What's the,
I don't.
What's the?
God, what's the answers there? It's a question or a question.
He said
answer.
answer. You
Do you want
said
the
the
real
opposite
answer?
of what he
No,
asked.
all right. Is it question? Is it answer?
What?
The fudge? Wait,
Got him.
There it is.
Got him. He's still drunk. I knew I'd get him eventually.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. All right. A, Apple, B, Amazon, C, Berkshire Hathaway, or D, Cable One?
All right, Berkshire Hathaway, Amazon. So out of the 4,
Apple, Amazon, Berkshire Hathaway.
Which is it? He's thinking deep on the last one. Let's go.
damn. All right, Apple, Berkshire Hathaway, Amazon, or what was the other one?
Cable One.
Cable One. All right, so it's not Cable One. I'm gonna say out of those 4,
I'm getting ready to hit the button.
it Apple.
Survey says.
Oh, you were right. You didn't eliminate the wrong one.
No, he didn't.
No,
Yes,
no.
he definitely did that. Right.
Yeah, Berkshire Hathaway's the answer, and Berkshire Hathaway is most expensive because it never split. It's over
Really?
$5,000.
Wow.
So if you want one share, you're paying over $5,000.
So I will leave that alone.
Apple would most likely be the
Too
most
rich for my
expensive, but they split.
Listen, you learn something new every day.
There it
I
is.
said
My
that.
man.
Berkshire Hathaway. Wow.
Berkshire Hathaway,
That's
that's
interesting.
the-
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, that's Warren Buffett's company.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
He plays like weird games, but he's a genius.
He's a genius. He's
well,
one of my
that's our
mentors.
game. That's the game.
Guys, I sucked at this game.
It's okay.
Hey, no, we still have another round. Oh, wait. Okay, when we come back from the commercial break, we have the fourth and final round.
Uh-oh.
All right. Coming back right after a word from these sponsors. Or me.
Sponsor. Hi, this is the part of the show we're going to let you in on a little secret about my co-host, Rick Renson. Rick Renson is a real estate agent with Century 21 Advantage Gold.
Closing costs got you down? Don't want to break the bank to get into your new home? Contact me to talk about how we can get you assistance through programs and grants. Your dream house doesn't have to be a dream. Looking to sell your home? Get a free market evaluation when you contact me and use code GOAT. That's right, completely free. With code GOAT. No obligations, no charges. Call me at 215-806-6766. Again, that's 215-806-6766. Or email me at rick.renson@g21ag.com.
Century 21!
Oh, shit. Okay. And we're back. That commercial was faster than I thought. All right. So this is how this round works. You have three words that you have to get your wife, you chose your wife, to say. Their inspiration, inspiration, Wawa, and social network. The three words. We gave you secret words that you can't say, which is creative, innovation, and God. That's for inspiration. So for inspiration, you can't say creative, innovation, or God to get her there. Wawa, you can't say store. You can't say hoagie. You can't say 7-Eleven. Social network, you can't say Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok.
Wow.
Yeah, we make it hard.
TikTok.
We make it hard. So analyze them words. Josh is going to be calling her. And good luck.
All right.
Just give us a second while we work out the phone call. Let's turn the music up and relax a bit. And is it happening?
Oh, hold on.
You want? What's that?
Shot?
Yeah, let's do it.
A shot.
Yeah. Got the crown?
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's that part of the
Oh,
show
okay. I
where
thought
he
you meant
says we're not
shots.
doing
You
it.
want- you want a shot.
I'm down with that too, though.
He said, don't make me look like
Did you
I'm
see
the
my
only
eyes
one
wide open?
sloppy.
Thank you, Rick. That's cool.
From Josh, you want some of this?
Well, now I'm empty, so I'm never going to say no. Over the board, that's so dangerous and silly.
Yeah.
But that's what we're doing. All right, you ready to play?
I'm ready to play.
All right, let's
go.
give that ring.
Is she going to pick up? Does
Yeah,
she
she'll pick
love
up.
you? That's the answer right there. Does she love you?
And begin.
Oh, that was straight crown.
Get it together. She may answer.
Yo, babe.
Hey.
Hey,
Did
what's
she
up?
answer? Okay.
Yes, you hear her, son.
All right. Do you want us to let's run her down?
All right.
All right. Welcome to Stump the Goat. This is a game where your husband has to give you three words to say. You have to guess the words by his clues. Are you ready to try the first word?
Okay.
All right. We have a
She's
player.
ready to play.
All right, you ready, babe?
Yeah. Go
So
ahead.
you have to guess the word. I have to give you clues. So that's three words, right? All right. So when you have
Do I get like a topic, like person, place, or thing?
nah,
Nope.
No,
I'm just gonna give you
you
like
don't get any of that.
I'm gonna give you like something, right? Okay. So when something gives you a feeling and you create from it, what do you have?
When something gives you a feeling and you create from it.
Yeah. What is it that gives you that feeling and makes you create?
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
You can do it.
I believe in you.
Like an idea?
Yeah, but it's another word for idea. What's the driving force behind idea?
Oh, that's good.
Can your mom help me with this one?
If she's there, I mean, it's just you.
Hey, we don't mind help.
Can the phone a friend? Yes, let's
Can
do
the
it.
fan? Get her on FaceTime on your phone and we'll get it through here and we'll go.
Hey, Mom. So if you have an idea, what's the driving force behind an idea?
To make a difference?
No, like the one word, driving force behind an idea. Something that means something to you.
Something that means something to me? I feel like there's pressure on us.
There's a lot of pressure on you right now. So many people going to be watching this.
The options of winning millions or losing them if you can't come up with that one word.
Look, if you don't get it, your son doesn't get a bottle of Crown, right?
And
you
we
want
need, I would want that. I would choke my mouth.
What'd you say?
Ambitious?
What?
Ambitious.
No.
That's close.
All right, wait.
Being a mastermind.
You feel it.
Look at Mama supporting you. There it is.
I love it. That's what I'm talking about.
It comes from within. It comes from within. It's like a powerful force. It drives you to
Energy?
close.
Enlightenment.
Close.
Chemistry.
No.
Yes. Ask the boy.
I don't know. Do we have a fourth friend in front of me?
Ask the boy, and whatever he says
might be able to get-
probably
what-
be the right
what-
answer.
hold on,
Let's
what's
go.
he saying?
Hi, he's saying hi, Dad. Nope. All right.
Go to the second one.
Okay. So it's a store, babe. This is a store we go to that you said we shouldn't get gas from.
Wawa?
Yeah.
There it is! That's what I'm talking about.
All right. I didn't have faith in your relationship from the first one, but now I think you guys are meant to be.
Now they're bringing it back, folks. They had some bumpy roads, but now they're here.
All right, let's go to the
All right,
third
let's
one.
go to the third one. Okay, so this is the what everybody commonly uses nowadays to communicate.
Yeah. Email or phone? Text? Yeah.
The platforms that people use to communicate.
FaceTime.
Nope.
Oh, virtual reality.
Platforms that people use to communicate nowadays.
Instagram, Facebook,
What are they called?
TikTok.
What are they
Social
called?
media. Social media.
Oh, you did it! You got 2 out of 3. You got them there.
There he
Oh.
goes.
Good job.
And that's how masterminds
Family
work.
gets it done.
Hey, get it now.
All right, so last one, y'all. Come on, we got to get this
We
last
can
one.
do it.
Well,
We can do it.
You got 2 out of 3. You won, so let's do this for a bonus. Let's see if they get
We
it.
have to do it, folks.
All right, come on, ladies. Y'all so smart. Y'all got this one, right? All right, so last one, right? It's what you get. It's what you get. It's the driving force behind an idea. It's the driving force behind any endeavor. What is it?
Passion.
Close.
Ooh.
Right off the top,
Close.
you're warming up.
Desire.
Close.
Oh.
Love.
What is it? What happens when you have
She said inspired. Inspired not one of the words you don't have to use. You can use.
To meet a need.
when you're inspired by something.
Yeah. Inspiration.
All three on.
Inspiration, that was it.
All right.
There it is.
Thank you, ladies. You've been
Thank
a
you,
real
ladies.
sport.
Yes, ladies, and you can tell he comes from a good home.
There you go.
I don't know. He's drinking a lot of Crown. Where'd he get that from?
Well, we don't want to dive into it. Mom, where's that come from? Hey, we got the little ones. We love them.
Is he saying I love you?
Love
Yeah.
you guys. See y'all later. I'll be done in a minute, all right?
We love you.
Love you too.
Nice.
Very good family, and they saved your ass.
Saved my ass.
Yes,
'cause I
they
was-
did.
I wasn't
Yes,
doing so
they
great.
did. You killed it.
If it wasn't for them, man, sheesh. I wouldn't have had no Crown Royal to take home tonight.
Do you hear anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good, baby.
We lost you?
there we go. Yeah, I
Good?
lost my whole mic thing.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah, for a whole minute.
Oh, no. Technical difficulties. It happens. It's showbiz.
Make sure we're all plugged in here. That's the problem.
We're good.
Here we go.
All right, so let's do some. Let's get you all plugged up, man. Where can people find this stuff?
Hey, tell us.
Mastermind.com, MASTAMYN. Make sure y'all go check that out. We drop new stuff every week. And Instagram is Mastermind Material _worldwide. But if you put the MASTA, our page will pop right up. I know
So
it's
that's
a long name.
MASTAMYN.
Yes.
.com.
MASTAMYN. And we spell it different because it means something different. So it's not mastermind, it's mastermind.
Okay, and we're also going to feature that on our website too.
Okay.
So remember, Mastermind, MASTAA. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You can get me.
Oh, wow. Let me do it in his voice. Well, you done fucked up. Oh, look at you, stupid. No, I'm seeing.
Is that how you feel when I say it?
Well, that's my ego crashing.
But it's a double entendre, so mastermind. So being a master of your own mind.
So it's MASTAMYN.
Yes.
.com.
.com.
You will also be able to get them at becomingthegoat.com.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We will have all of that in there.
Oh, becomingthegoat.net.
Yes.
Yeah, well, thank God you caught
Make
yourself.
sure y'all show these guys much love. Make sure y'all follow. Y'all check out this episode and every episode following. These guys are dope, man. They're doing a good thing. And let's just grow together. man.
Let's do it.
Support
Let's
small
salute.
business. Support the
Salute.
small business.
Yes, sir.
My man. Absolutely.
All right. It's been a pleasure. Had so
Absolutely.
much fun.
Yes, sir. I did too, man. You learned a little bit about Mastermind. You learned a
Absolutely.
little bit about the fellas. And Crown Royal is the shit.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
We couldn't have did the show without it.
Well, we might have. We went off the rails a couple times, but we still love you, and you know your product works.
Yes, sir. Wouldn't have been as fun without the Crown Royal.
Absolutely not.
So we're going to ask you to go to becomingthegoat.net to follow us. That's how you could learn how to listen and watch through YouTube. And mastermind.com, MASTAMYN.com. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Do you have a
And
YouTube
ring
channel?
that bell. Ring the bell.
I do
Ring
have a
it.
YouTube channel. Make sure I got some new music. That Boy Classic, THATBOL Classic with the apostrophe. Not the apostrophe, the exclamation point for the I. So That Boy Classic on YouTube. You can find my newest song, Follow. Make sure y'all check that out. It's a great song. A lot of good reviews on it. And yeah, man, Mastermind.
Can't wait to hear it. Can't wait to hear it.
Like, follow, subscribe all around.
Yes,
Let's
absolutely.
cheers us out. Great show.
And don't
Love
forget
you.
to ring that bell, folks, so you get notifications whenever we post anything new. Enjoy.